hello and Heidi ho. It's 7 o'clock. I am Tamara. This is Tamara's Paper Trail. Give me a Heidi ho. Let me know who is hanging out with me tonight as I just finished tidying my desk. I literally 30 seconds ago finished my last envelope for last night's class. Not class, Mystery Card Monday. Hi, Melanie. So I just finished my envelopes because I'm not allowed to do anything until I finish my envelopes. The plan, just a minute, I'm trying to close a drawer. Hang on. My drawer is, my candy drawer is wide open because, Valentine's Day is coming up and stuff. Anyway, yeah, I had planned, boy, I'm squirmy. Okay. I had planned to create all day. Alas, it did not happen that way. It rarely does. Tuesdays seem to be, Tuesdays seem to be catch-up and paperwork day. Because I don't really do anything on the weekend. And then Monday is kind of crazy, right, with my Mystery Card Monday. And Tuesday, I always plan to create all day, but it never happens. I, for some reason, feel compelled to do a newsletter and or other things. And today was that day. We just got notification that a new kit was heading down our way tomorrow. So that set me down the newsletter path, which, as you well know, takes me a good 2 to 4 hours. Today, I think it was only about 2, but it took me 2 hours to actually get around to doing it because I dislike making them so much. So I did all kinds of other things. I had a whole batch of cards I needed to send out. I needed to touch base with some of my team who had dropped last month just to let them know about the promotion and they can join again. A lot of little things that weren't even on my to-do list, which reminds me I have to add them to my to-do list so I can check them off my to-do list because now they're done. Okay. All right. Cheesy. And okay, look at all the people who are in. Hi. There's Melanie. There's Christine. There's Jen. There's Rachel. There's Coral. Donna. Marcella. Sharon. Tracy. Debbie. Donna. Valerie. Mary. Yes. Hi, everybody. How was my day? Busy. So it feels so good to get all those little things cleaned up. And what really felt good, between you and me, Craig was out today. He had to go to the office for a meeting and then for lunch. Oh my God, you guys, I got so much done because I didn't have I'll call him my coworker. He works right behind me, right? So there was no distractions. Not that he's a bad distraction. Let me tell you, I'm okay with his distracting me most of the time. But today I needed to get it done. So I was focused and I got things done. So I'm going to share. We're going to get right down to a few things. There's Pat. Hi. That was one thing I got done. Pat. So seeing Pat's name. I had a number of stamp sets that I needed to move forward. They needed to get out of here. And so today was the day I finally addressed it. I've been sitting on that since November. I've had a table full of stamps. And so here we are in February and it's finally done. I've drawn a line under it. That is off my list of things to do, which wasn't even on my list. So add that to the list so I can mark it off list. Anyway, so hi, Pat. Thank you for helping me move some of those forward. There's Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, it was a busy day, but it's good. I'm not going to sleep tonight. You know why I'm not going to sleep tonight? Because of this kit. I'm not going to sleep tonight. If you guys aren't a subscriber to my emails, you should be. I don't do the newsletters often because I really strongly dislike that. That takes me 4 or 5 hours to do. But they're full of written, here's what's coming up, here's what's coming down the line. And so today was an important one. Dauber storage. Thank you, Donna. I do have my dauber. Where did I put my daubers? Okay. Thank you. I chucked them on the floor. Good thing you reminded me. Thank you. I'll show you. Hang on. Okay. So, this is coming down the line. I like to have my newsletter done so that people can register. It's the easiest way to do it is registering through my links that are on my newsletter. So this is what I want to tell you guys all about for anybody in Canada who can take this class with me. I'm ordering tomorrow. Like I might stay up till midnight to order these because this kit is amazing. And I guarantee you mark my words, this kit will sell out. If it is still available by Friday, I will be shocked. Shocked I will be, because all of us demonstrators are losing our minds over this kit. The price is so good, you guys. It is $34 plus tax. It's a cute little home decor piece. It's a 12 by 12 magnet board. Look how cute that is. And it's actually, there's no stamping involved. So that could be good or that could be bad. You could certainly do some stamping and put it on this magnet board, but it doesn't require it. So this is a great project to throw in the camper, to have, you know, at the lake, to gift to your teenagers. Like, my girls are going nuts about this because they can put cute little pictures of their friends and whatever they, you know, their to-do lists and whatever kids put up, like our old bulletin boards that we used to have, right? I love it. There's, I actually want to use it. Like, this is a little shopping list if it wants to focus, which it doesn't. Okay, but it's a little shopping list. There's a little calendar, so you can decorate it the way you want, but there's no stamping. It's all, here's what's in the kit. So it's a 12 by 12 magnet board, and you get designer paper. There are 2 sheets, and they're double-sided sheets. The other 2 sides are these patterns. This coloring. These colors. Oh my God, words are hard. Soft succulent, and I don't know if that's petal pink or what that is, but anyway. So you can design it with whichever paper you like in behind, and then you get the 6 clips and all these little pieces and stickers and journaling things like this. So there's on the menu, to do, to buy, important messages. So you could just put little love notes. Like if this was in your kitchen, you could have your shopping list or the menu for the week that you plan to buy. You could have little love notes to your kids. Like, it's just so fun. Hello, you guys. Hi. Good way to showcase your car. Exactly, Melody. That's what I was thinking. If and when I ever do have in-person classes again. Because you guys heard the notice today, right? As of Monday, the kids K to 9 don't have to wear masks anymore. And as of midnight tonight, you don't have to show that passporty thing to go anywhere in public. And then hopefully come March 1st, the rest of the restrictions are going to be lifted. So yeah, might do some in-person classes here and there. And if this kit happens to be available, then I would do an evening with this if my room will allow it. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, bottom line is you need to let me know tonight, like right now. Get into Messenger and send me a private message that you would like to get in on this class. So if you're local in Edmonton, it's $40 porch pickup if you order it tonight. The reason it's $40 tonight, which is the cost of the kit. Like, I'm not making it this, you know, that's the cost of it. $34 plus shipping and handling and GST. I think I make 42 cents off it. $40 for the ease. Pick up at my house. It's a Zoom virtual meeting that we're going to do on February 25th at 6:30. Oh, Donna, it's hard to blow your hair back, girl. Come on, get excited. It's awesome, this kit. If you order it tomorrow, it will be $46.15 through me. And the reason for that is because I'm placing a bulk order. So that means the shipping is going to be just 10%. But tomorrow it's like $34 plus $10 shipping, because these are honestly going to go. So if you message me tomorrow, I'm ordering your 1 kit, that's going to be a $10 shipping charge per person, because I will order them the minute I get an order, because they will sell out. And so I'm not taking a chance on waiting to order 5 or 6 and then missing out on all of them. So, excuse me. So tomorrow, the kit will be $46.15. Possibly. If I can get enough to lump together at that one shot, then I can. But chances are it's going to be $46.15 if they're even available. Like, honestly, I am freaking out here thinking they're going to be sold out by 12:30 in the morning. My long distance people, I'm sorry, but yours is $43.95 plus whatever tax is in your province. So, sorry. That, of course, my nose has to run when I'm on camera. Hang on. Hold on. Let's just go like this so you don't have to watch me, do this. So if you're long distance, if you're in Ontario, your tax is 13%, right? So it's $43.95 times 1.13, whatever that is. So just for example, $43.95 times 1.13. So if you're in Ontario, it would cost you $49.66. Okay. And then we're going to do a live Zoom and put them together at 6:30 on February 25th. Now, speaking of me freaking out about stuff, You guys, things are selling out. I'm not allergic. You take that back, Pat. I'm not allergic to lives. I love my lives. Things are starting to sell out, and it stresses me out because people are going to miss out on things they want. The rainbow dies are on back order. The windmill dies are on back order. You can't get the pebbles. Well, I say back order. No, they're unavailable. I can't order them anymore until they're back in stock. Those pebble gems that I used last night, you can't get those. You can't get the iridescent rhinestones on low inventory. Like if you got my newsletter, you know all this because I sent it and it's in there. Low inventory, there's the window pane ribbon is low inventory. The faux sea glass stones are low inventory. Oh, and the neutral blends. Oh my gosh, you guys, these only just went for sale to the public February 1st. What is the date? The 8th. The neutrals, the bundle, already in low inventory. So I bet by the end of the weekend, you won't be able to buy the bundle. There are some that are more popular than others. You can't get the whole set in one shot. 8 days, you guys, for this stuff to go on low inventory. So I am telling you, I'm wigging out. You can't wait. If you want to order stuff, you have to order it now. And it's Celebrations. When this stuff comes back in, Celebrations is over. So you might as well get it now while you get free stuff, right? Why wait until March or April when it's back in when you can't earn any free Celebration stuff anymore? So this is everything that's in that kit. You get the tape. This isn't a t-shirt for everyone who looks at this going, why are there t-shirts in here? This is the box, and there are little score lines here. You just can't see them very well. So it folds up and it makes it into these little boxes. It looks like a file folder. So that's what those are. They're not t-shirts. Yes, the symbol of fortune is a low inventory for those dies. You know what? Re-inkers, Melanie, and the inks, those have all been on low inventory for months. So they're very fluid. Yep. Yes, the ink colors are retired. Oh, those are on low inventory. Okay, Melanie. Again, I've been shouting that one for about a month now, and especially my newsletters saying, yeah, we know that the ink color stuff is going to retire. Get it now, because if it sells out, it might not be back, period. If they can't get it back before June, done. It's over. It's all over, you guys. That was my day. And like I say, I should just stay up till midnight. You know what? I downloaded Candy Crush. Yeah, I did. Twice a year I download Candy Crush. And the other night I downloaded it. Just Candy Crush until midnight. Why not? Right? Okay. Should we talk about how awesome my husband is for a minute? He bought me, now, okay, he's great. Sometimes he's not very smart though. Or maybe he is very smart. I don't know. He came home and he said, I bought you a present. I'm like, why wouldn't you save that for Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is on Monday. Now, we do have a standing pact that we don't do anything for Valentine's Day. I don't even give him a card. He doesn't give me a card. I don't give him a card. Like, no, we don't do that. However, he went to Canadian Tire and look what he bought me. He bought me my very own tape gun. And I'm so excited, you guys. When did I get to the age where I'm excited about my own packaging tape dispenser? I'm forever stealing his. And so we bought my very own. They say the romance is dead. I just thought I had to share that with you. I told him he could wrap it up and give it to me for Valentine's Day. All right. Anybody have any idea what we're doing tonight? No. No, Valentine's Day, no. We don't do anything for our anniversary. We do nothing for anything. If it involves, well, see, there you go. If it involves putting on pants, but anyway, we won't go there. Yeah, we're not into that. We're not into that. So, okay, what else? He is a great guy, Valerie. He is, you know what? I just cleaned my oven for the first time, and how long have we been together? 17 years. In 17 years, I cleaned my oven because I pushed the button. I've never cleaned my shower. And it is cleaned regularly. I've never washed my windows, and they are done regularly. Did you know that the buttons come off the stove? Those buttons, the dials, they come off. I had no idea because I don't do that. He does all, like, oh my God, he's so good to me. I know, right, Nikki? Okay, guys, what should I do tonight? I was trying to figure this out as I was scarfing back my dinner. Jenny, still mad at her. Remember I said we might do the swallow dies because I really like this card. That's a pretty card. Should we do the swallows? But then the reason I don't like this stamp set is because of the name. Ranunculus. What the heck is ranunculus? I assume It angers me. Okay, that's the dumbest name for a stamp set. Ranunculus. It's ridiculous, is what it is. Do I use a self-cleaning? Yeah, I did, Mary. Yeah, I did. It stinks. I don't like it. I thought it was the name of a flower, Donna. It's stupid. Can I just say that? I think it's stupid. Okay. Hey, Donna, all right. Donna had a question about how I store my... It was daubers, right? Or was it... Yeah, it was the daubers that you wanted to see? I know, but it's a stupid name. Why is that the name of a flower? I don't care. I chipped a nail. That's not okay. Okay, so type of rose. Well, could be a very... Hi, Christone's from Australia. I know. I also want to see Briar from New Zealand. Is she in the house? Briar, are you there? Say hello. Okay, so I told Donna that I would show her how I store my, these things. Now, I just got these from the dollar store. And I think I might prefer my other method before. I had little trays that I bought at the dollar store that I don't know what I've done with them since, but they held my daubers and my ink spots together. So I would have the colored ink spot and then the colored dauber. But I had a tray for each color family. So I had these 4 trays. I had four trays. And it was taking up a lot of real estate. So I switched to this. Oh. What? Mary, I need more information. You should never use the self-cleaning on your oven. Mine cost $500 a couple weeks ago. You told me never to use it. Tell me more, Mary. Okay. Meanwhile, Donna, Dollarama. So now I just kind of keep them chunked together. I label all of mine, but I don't use them that much anymore. I did, but now that we've got our blending brushes, I use those more. But this is how I store them. Kind of, you can see the colors are kind of kept together. And then apparently I was on a blue kick and I didn't label them, so I don't know what these are. Then these ones were like the in colors, and I've got my extras and extras. These are, if you've watched me for a while, you may recall what I do with my ink spots and my daubers. When you have a dauber that's old and yucky, you know you can rip these off, right? Let's just do that. These come off. There you go. Rip that bad boy off. Throw it in the garbage. You go to get yourself down to the Dollarama and you get some of these in the sewing section. They're sticky on both sides. Or they're sticky on the one side. And so they're Velcro. And I put the scratchy one on here. And then on the bottom of my ink spots, I put the fuzzy one. And then so it makes a little handle so that when I use this, and I use it a lot with my stamparatus, I do some volunteer work and we use the stamparatus, and it just makes a little handle. So that'll get stored in here. There's another fun tip. So these, I don't love this system, but again, I don't use these that much anymore. They just all snap together, and it just saves a bit of space because the other boxes were really, really big and took up way too much real estate. Hi, Mary Jean. Okay, so those are my daubers, and this is what I've been using now for my ink spots. You know that our paper pumpkin kits, every month you get a different ink spot, and they don't repeat, from what I understand. I haven't tested this theory, but you know, if you get enough paper pumpkins throughout the years, you will end up with an ink spot of every color. So I just keep them in this little container. Yeah, like that, with all my extra little doodads and bits and bobs. So that's how I store those. Okay, meanwhile, we decided what we want to play with tonight. I'm no closer to actually creating a card. So I've got the Ranunculus set. Now, okay, so I showed you this is the swallow die. And I just got this Ranunculus set. It wasn't one that I was on the top of my list, but I had some free spending, and heaven forbid I should buy like cardstock or envelopes with it. So it was one of the few that I didn't have yet. And I kind of do like the cards that they made. So this one really appeals to me. Focus, this one. It's really pretty, I think. And then there's one at the back of the book, page 82. Let's see what they did on page 82. Again, I like to use their ideas. Oh, no, I don't like that one. No, don't like that. No, thank you. But I do like this, and I like this. And I thought I saw another one that I liked. But where would that be? I don't know. It's quite pretty. They've repeated Blackberry Bliss and Misty Moonlight. Maybe, Nikki, because I seem to have some, but a lot of times I will order more than one Paper Pumpkin kit, so I never know if they have repeated or not. Is there anything in particular you would like me to make? Do you like the ranunculus? Or do you like the swallows? Or maybe you like something completely different. Here, let me just take a quick clip. I was looking at this over dinner, and there were a couple cards that kind of jumped out at me. I was going to show you something with the windmill set, but since you can't get the windmill right now, let's save that. So let me see. I was looking at the little chick set, but I'm not really feeling Easter tonight. And if I don't get started soon, nothing's going to happen. I was looking at this. That was kind of cute. I was looking at this one, this set, like that one. The kites. No, Trina, I didn't get the kites. The one I was going to make, Valerie, Trina says the bunny. I know, I said I wasn't taking requests, but that's because I was going to spend all day down here playing, and I didn't. So now, I really want to make this card too, but we played with this one last night, but I really love that card. I don't have the palm trees, Trina. You seem to like all the ones I don't have, Trina. What's that about? I was also looking at this one, but I don't know, this one scares me a little bit. But I got this one as well, the Grassy Grove Bundle. So these are the trees that I'm using all the time on the horizon. The flower that you can't spell, the ranunculus, Valerie. I'm kind of liking the ranunculus because of the sample. They've used vellum, and I thought, you know what? I haven't played with that new vellum yet. So maybe we do this one. And I like the colors. I'm leaning towards that one. Let me just see what the other... There was one or two more that I thought, oh, yeah, maybe. I like the look of this one. Just because I haven't used that honeybee folder yet. The swallows. Okay. Not feeling Mr. Hedgehog today. Oh, this one. I was thinking of playing with our masks. That one's really pretty. Okay, Mary says, bought new appliances from Trail Appliance, and they told them never to use the self-cleaning either. My stove is 17 years old, and it had something to do with the heat over time. Oh. Well, okay. I'll tell Craig. All right. Why do they make that feature if it's so dangerous or not good? I'm not sure why I got this set. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I love the bear, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I don't know. I still have to play with this one, too. The garden set. Okay, I'm getting close to making a decision here. I think. I've made a lot of these cards, actually. Look how cute the ladybugs are on this. How easy is that card? By the time I decide, I'm going to have to make that one because I'm running out of time. And this one's really pretty, too. All right. The swallows. Oh, the ranunculus. Swallows, ranunculus, swallows. Well, let's start with ranunculus because it was totally not one that I was going to do. Okay, is anybody messaging me yet that they want to get in on this class for magnet board? Okay. Message me, you guys. I'm ordering at midnight. Okay. Let's do it. Let's just do a quick little, I'm going to need, what stamps am I going to need? I'm going to need this one. And this one, just because, and Script. Oh, they've stamped on vellum, but I might, we'll see. Okay, so I'm very quickly going to flip over to my downloads, and I just downloaded the recipes again. She said, looking for the recipes. Where did they go? I had them on my computer. I must have closed the window down. Come on, downloads. Maybe. Okay, well, let me just fiddle around and get them again then. No big deal. Sign in. I just want to see what colors they used. Happening now. Catalogs. Recipes. There they are. Okay, so this is on page 54. Let me just scroll to page 54. I promise we will make a card. Once I get my act together. 54, 53, 54. Here it is. Okay. So they've used vellum, petal pink cardstock, heart and home doilies, heart and home memory, and more cards and envelope. Oh, you little sneakers. You've used an odd shape. Of course you have. Just jade blend. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's put our stickers on the back of our stamps. Like, that's how new this is. Just came a couple days ago. All right. Who knows what time I'm going to be done this tonight, and that's okay. I'm thrilled that you guys popped in so that I could tell you about those kits and those classes. Oh, the other that I didn't tell you, about this class, again, this one. That one I'm ordering tomorrow as well. You'll have a little bit more time. This one is March 11th is when I'm having this class. And that's $40 as well. $50 if you're long distance. And anyway, so that's in my newsletter as well, if you missed any of that. So I feel good when I get my newsletter done and out. It's such a long process. Like, you copy the email, the newsletter from the last week, but things change. All of the links change, right? Because I've got a new hostess code. Deadlines and classes have changed because, time has marched on and some of them aren't relevant anymore. And, Paper Pumpkin, right? Paper Pumpkin, for any of those of you who haven't heard the news, the price is going up March 1st by $2.50 a month. So I'm encouraging everybody to buy the prepaid subscription so that you don't have that price increase for a year. And that's purely down to supply, to the cost of supplies that come from China. Like, I think their ink spots and so on. It has increased the cost of kits and pieces that are produced overseas. So that's that story. All right, so I'm just going to do those for now. Now let me pull up. I just have to look at my recipe again. Smell of fresh banana, chocolate chip. Oh, nice. Lucky. Okay, so I need vellum. I need petal pink cardstock. I need the heart and home doilies. Okay, and I need this heart and home piece of paper. So get out my heart and home. Start with that. Let's get this wood grain piece going on here. Which one are they all the same? It looks like the wood plank. Not that it really matters, but it looks like this one to me. Yep, this piece. Good. That's not one that I would tend to use. How about, do I have a part piece? Let's use one that's already cut. Okay, so that's that. Gonna be some vellum, you say? Okay. We want some vellum. Half of it falls on the floor. It's all good. What color is this going to be? I guess we're going to go with white. And I'm going to need some, got the vellum, petal pink cardstock. That's this one. This is Blush and Bride, petal pink. Let's grab a whole stack of my petal pink. I think I just need a chunk. I had it all out from yesterday, so. If I go down my back today, it's like, no, you've done far too much sitting today, and it's really angry. Okay. So that's that. It knows. Okay, so let's get started here. What am I doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll fold my card base in half. Let's get the basics. Can't even see what I'm doing here. Heart Gnome doilies. Where's my doilies? Where are my doilies? Oh, there goes my back. It does not like this. Okay. And another avalanche. Hey, look what I have. Shut. Oh, that's hand pen. I was going to say, shut up. How is it that I have those doilies? Or I have the doilies, but I don't have the memory of more cards. I've stopped buying those because I don't use them fast enough. So these are the hand penned ones. Okay. That's good. I don't need those. Okay. What else do I need? I got the clips. Okay. Heart Gnome doilies. Heart Gnome members. I don't need those. The basic white cardstock. Tuxedo. Black. Memento. Calypso coral. Ink. Petal pink ink. Oh, petal pink. Just Jade blends. Cinnamon cider ink. Goodness me. Calypso coral blends. Petal pink blends. I think that's petal pink. Dark petal pink and dark petal pink. Oh. And dark petal pink. Apparently I have a lot of dark petal pinks. Light petal pink. Okay. All right. Mini glue dots, dimensionals, brass butterflies. Okay, I'm good to go. That can go down here now. I can focus back on my comments. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's okay, Jennifer. I haven't really started doing anything yet. We're making a ranunculus card. And marveling at how much I dislike the word ranunculus. Why would you call that flower that? I don't know. Okay, so let's see if I can do this from the picture. So I've got my card base. Now I'm going to get my cardstock. They've got it running this way. So that's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Looks to me like it is just taped right on there. Let's do it. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Well, it's okay if you're late. Thanks for coming at all. Hey, don't forget also, for those of you who are playing along with last night's Mystery Card Monday layout, to get that in by midnight tomorrow in your time zone. Post it on my page under my photos. Okay, got my Donna ruler. Now I'm going to try to figure out if they've used the Memory of More cards, then this is not the same size. So I'm just going to eyeball. The piece of vellum that they've got is about 2, I say 3. So I'm going to go 3 by 4 1/2. 3 by 4 1/2 is my guess. I'm pretty good at eyeballing these things. 3 by 4 1/2. Why do I keep moving this? Stop it. Okay, so the way they've got it, it's kind of like this. Yeah, maybe it was a little bit longer, but that's okay. All right. isn't so bad. Now, because we're doing some stamping on vellum, apparently, I'm going to do that now and let it dry. To let it dry, like to give it time to dry. So your oven just stopped working after you used the cleaning feature, Mary? Is that how that worked? Okay, so what I'm doing here is the vellum. You can see it's little shaded in there, and I'm going to go ahead. It looks to me like they've stamped it, and get your thumb in the ink because that helps. It looks like they've stamped it in petal pink, and then they've done some darker accents in the Calypso Coral. So let's try that and see how it goes. But you know what? This is going to need some more ink. Petal pink. Pale papaya. Oh, Lord, it's in my... Hang on. It's on the floor in my... These are old. The old reinkers that I figure I should replace. But Blushing Bride. But I haven't yet because I want to see what's going to happen in the color refresh. For goodness sake. It's just going to be that kind of a night, obviously. And why don't I even see a petal pink? Blushing Bride. What is this? Petal pink. Where's my petal pink? Oh, it's over here. Never mind. Don't judge me. Yeah, judge me. It's okay. So I'm going to re-ink this. Sound effects are necessary. Hey, so Tracy at the Paper Pusher, she has been working very hard for the last few days on getting the samples together for the extravaganza. And we now only have 13 spots left for our in-person gig, you guys. It's going to happen now that these restrictions are being lifted too. It's we're much more confident. Well, we were confident already, but she's been working on the samples, so those should be ready to share some particulars, but there are only 13 spots left, and that's without me advertising heavily. So I, again, am confident they will sell out. Is there going to be a color refresh? I'm thinking, Melanie, that's just my belief. I don't know for sure, but my spidey senses are tingling, and if it's not this year, it will definitely be next year. But remember when they had all those ink pads and stuff on sale? Back in October, November, whenever that was. I don't know. That got me thinking, are they trying to clear off their shelves? You'd think I'd have a piece of scrap paper. You'd think, right? There's one. Okay. I'm just going to put this here. So I'm going to stamp this on the vellum. Oh, this is going to take forever to dry. Okay, it might be extremely juicy. Not to mention crooked. Okay, so I don't have to have it everywhere, but maybe I do. Most of it's covered up anyway. All right, so then I'm going to go in with my Calypso Coral with this nail label looking thing for Paris. I like it. Okay, now that's going to take forever to dry, so we're going to put that over here for a while I work on my ranunculus flower. Yeah, I'm going to dry it with heat tool, Melanie, for sure. Yes, it's in Warrenville, so you're going to Edmonton Mayor makes, yeah, Yes, indeed. Okay. So this must be on white scrap. Okay, I'm going to bend down and hope I don't slide off my chair. Funny as that would be. Now, are there dyes for this ranunculus? There are, right? There are. Well, that's just ranunculus. Ah. All right. Come on, that was funny. Okay, so using these blends, I know it's going to bleed as well. So I'll tell you a little story about that in a minute here. Okay, so I am going to stamp this in Memento, as they told me to. I know, I wish you were closer too, Melanie. Come for the weekend. Bring your husband. Go to West Edmonton Mall. Make him buy you something pretty. Okay. Last refresh was 2018. Really? 2018? That was only 2 years ago. Well, they said every 2 to 5 or 3 to 5. Really, Trina? 2018. Oh, no, this is 2022. Oh, yeah. 2020. Okay, so 4 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. They said every 3 to 5, I think, originally. Okay, so this is very dark. You know what? I'm thinking, should we not? Should be a little bit softer. I'm going to try this as well. I'm going to try inking this up in cinnamon cider. Where's the cinnamon cider come in here? I don't know where they've done that. Anyway. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking it's 2020, Tracy. Like, come on. I've had a hard day. I think I'm gonna like that colored a little bit better than the black, but let's see. I know. Okay, just in my head, 2018 is only 2 years ago, because I think 2020 and 2021 really don't count, do they? We're trying to forget those 2 years, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna die cut this, so don't go away. This card's pretty quick, actually. I think. I'm going to cut them both out. I'm going to color them. I don't like when the die moves and then it's not cut out properly. However, okay, here we go. I do like when they have dies to cut out these pieces. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Giddy up. I'm gonna see. It's still a little wet. I'm just gonna lightly heat this for a moment. Fell asleep. Uh-oh. What I could do is cover this in clear embossing powder and really seal it, but I didn't. I guess it's not too late. Ouch, that hurt. Let's do it. I've got some crystal clear now. This is currently unavailable too. Our clear powders, the essentials pack of embossing powders is currently unavailable. And I think there's one that's metals, whatever that one is. The other embossing powders is on low inventory. So, although I didn't use my embossing buddy, there's actually not a lot of flecks left over. And the ink was so wet. You can't, I don't think you can see it. Yeah, maybe you can if it'll focus. Look at, so it's stuck to really almost all of that ink. So I'm now going to heat set that, and then that ink's not going anywhere. I don't have to worry about it smudging. So hang on. Ouch, that's hot. Ouch. All right, I think we're there. Okay, so that's sealed. I know, heat embossing. That's what got most of us into stamping. Am I right? The magic of watching that stuff melt. So now it's kind of shiny, but it's not going anywhere. It's solid. It's trapped in there. Okay, so this could get taped down onto that. I'm gonna go for it. I'm going to tape it down the middle. When you're attaching vellum, the adhesive shows through, so you want to hide it whenever you can. So in this case, it's going to be hidden by the ranunculus flower. Now, you know what? I want to distress this a little bit. Now that I've got it all sticky, I'm just going to take my paper snips and try to distress it. That's not working out for me. So I have an old tool. This is the hard way, but given that I've got people watching me and time is money, I'm going to find my old distressing tool, she said confidently, digging through her stash, not knowing where her distress tool is. It's probably, oh, that wasn't good. All right, maybe she won't get out her distress tool because I don't know where to put it. You've seen me use it before. It's essentially a razor blade. I got a lot of stuff. Holy cow. Time to do a little clear out. I have a lot of books and journals and calculators. Okay, maybe I'm not distressing this. I don't know where my distressing tool is. I used it not that long ago. Isn't that fun watching me look for stuff? I'm sure it is. Oh boy, I've got a lot of scissors too. And I might have just cut my finger. Okay. One more look in here. I've sworn it was in here. It is not. In here. Nope. Okay, it might be in that bucket there, but okay, we're moving on. Okay, you're just gonna kind of tear it and crinkle it and mangle it. It's easier to do on regular cardstock, but hey, I guess we could just tear it a bit here and there. Just want to stress it a bit. It's too pretty. Just gonna crumple it. Really want that tool. Nope. All right. Craft kits to give away again this summer. I have some paper. I'm not going to this summer. Oh Lord, Trina. I don't have the space for the stuff. When I went to do it last year, it took about a year for me to get enough stuff to put the kits together, and extremely time consuming. And yeah, we had about 40 or 50 kits in the end, and I love doing it. My people are so generous. I mean, everybody was donating all kinds of stuff, but I had to store it until I put the kits together, and I thought Craig was going to lose his mind. He doesn't deal with clutter well, and I just don't have the space anymore down here, so I'm not planning to do one anytime soon. I got too much going on. I have to have my own BOGO sale that I was hoping to have in March or April or something. It's just too much going on. So no is the short answer to that question. Okay, so I'm going to start coloring this. Now they've done petal pink, calypso coral, and the greens. Okay, I'm going to start with the green. because that's going to be the earliest. But thank you. Usually I am looking to, I can still take your paper pumpkin boxes anytime, Trina, because I do use those for my paper shares. And I'm happy to take those anytime. So I'm going to see if this is going to color okay. Oh, this is way too fine. No, 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 no. Where's the black one? This is too hard to do. What color was that? Just jade. Really? It's way too fine to use the blends on that. They're just going to bleed outside the line. You can't get them that fine. So I'm going to use my Just Jade marker. Because that won't bleed on the stem. And then maybe I can use these on the leaves. So you want to get close to the line, but not over the line, because they do bleed. Not life or death, but... Okay, so now I've got... I'm going to go in with my dark blend. And so again, you want to hold it like this and pull or push on these buttons, the little blobs. And then I just give it a little shake to make sure that it's not going to glob all over your paper. It happens to me all the time, all the time. So I'm just going to go in with a little stripe of the dark for a little bit of accent. And then I can go back in with the light just to blend it. So it just gives a little subtle shading. The leaves aren't very big, so there's not a lot of room for shadowing, right? Like it's not, can't get a lot of distinction on such a tiny leaf. Okay. Nancy. Okay, so then it looks to me like they've gone in. I've got my light and my dark petal pink, dark and light. So let's chat starter kits, ladies. Because things are selling out, you do not want to wait to order your starter kit. You know, I don't like this color. Why do they want this? No. I don't like that coloring. Stuff is starting to sell out. So don't, oh, for heaven's sakes, this one's dry. Don't wait. You get 2 free stamp sets of any value on top. This is not my night. What the hey? What is this? Calypso Coral Light. Do I have another Calypso Coral? I've got the old Calypso Corals. So let's do that. This is the old medium, dark, dark. Okay, well, I guess we're just going with dark. I'll try this other end and see if it's any better, but okay. Let's just go ahead. This guy, okay, let's add this to my order. Calypso. I have to write this down or I'll forget to order. I'm ordering. I spilt my pens. Oh my God, you guys. Honestly. Good thing I'm calm. Calypso blends. I have to add that to my order. All right, let's color this bad boy and move on with our day. I mean, it's not totally dead, but it's totally frayed. You know what? I'm going to trim it. The tip is frayed. Why not? Let's just do that. It's going to be garbage anyway. Let's see if this is going to be any better. Better. Don't be afraid to destroy your stuff. You can always buy more. Okay, I'm curious to see how this would look on the cinnamon cider one. Finisher said it. Okay, brain engage. All right. Let's see which one I like better. And this is, okay, that was the light. Let's go in with the dark. Yeah, absolutely, Karen. If you've got stuff, and I know you do, there's stuff that will work for sure. Now they've gone, I don't know how they've done this, but they've got more color down here. Here. So this is where the blends are fabulous. So you can see I'm just going in and dropping a bit of color here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm going to go back in with my light and go over it again, and it will just start bleeding together. Because that's what happens with the alcohol, is it just all runs together. Just gives you different shadowing. So I'll try it on this one. That's the black, the one I stamped in Memento. And you certainly don't have to be an expert on coloring or shadowing or any of that stuff. Is this the right one? What am I doing here? Calypso? Okay. You're just going to give different depth of color. I totally went outside the lines there, and that's okay. All right, I'm going to go back on this guy, and I'm going to see if I can salvage the stem here. A little intense, but let's see which one I like better. I am kind of liking the black one because it's, yeah, you know what, let's just stop right there. I'm liking this one better anyway because it shows the detail. But it's still too harsh of a line between those. So I'm going to go back in and drop some more color to make them blend a little bit more. The wetter it is, the more it's going to blend together. What time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 7:57. Well, I'm almost done, I guess, but sorry, I spent so long yakking on the way in. Okay. So this I can attach with dimensionals. Why not? Probably shouldn't have, but okay. And then I need a doily. Where did my doilies go? Doilies. Oh, there you are. Okay. And this is not even a half doily. It's let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 little rings. 1, 2, 3. Just a little snippet. Let's just go like this. Like that. So that's going to go here. Wrap this up. It's almost 8 o'clock. Ah! Bent my doily. So he's going to go all the way over here. He's stuck to my pokey tool. Okay. Take off the tops. Put him right in the middle. This might have been done in Calypso Coral, I'm thinking. This looks a little too orange. But I'm like, well, where's the petal pink come in? I don't know. Okay, this is going to be, okay, just because. Grab my little trimmer here. All right, just because. And that is about there. Like that. Sorry, I said last night somebody was saying it was hard to see over the auto captioning, so I said I would craft up higher so that the auto captioning wasn't in the way, but I forgot. Okay, let's try not to lose a finger. Let's try to make sure that this is somewhat straight. If anybody wants to sell this little trimmer, I've got a few people who want to buy them. Mary's one of them. So if you have an extra you're looking to sell. Okay, and this is going to have to go up on dimensionals too. Pokey tool. There we are. Oh, this is going to go way over here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's going to go like this then. because. And there's some butterflies. Butterflies. I just cleaned up my butterflies. Lord knows where I put them though. Always in the last container I look. Sakes. They're always shoved in with another package of, like, okay, I would have been done, but I can't find my butterflies. Not in here, they're not in here, not on here. I just had them, honestly. They're not in here. They with my stones? Yes, they are. They're in with the stones, of course, they're there. All right, so we've got one big butterfly over here. We have a little baby butterfly over here. And, as Donna and I know, you need a third butterfly, and there is indeed a third butterfly down here. I did it! It's 8:01, but I did it. I know, they're always around. I cleaned up. There's my problem. So, it looks similar. Theirs is a little different. You could tell it's a little bit different dimension because the just because goes to the edge on theirs and it doesn't on mine. But this is how wide it is. So yeah, the memory more cards are a little different, but I think that's quite lovely. And I got to play with this set, so I'm going to play with it more. I do love me a good smattering of this business going on here. So envelope, says Donna. All right, I'll do an envelope. Thank you, Donna. I will while I'm here, even though it's, 8:01. I'm going to go in with this, and then I'll go in with this, and I'll do that on the inside as well. Thanks, Jennifer. It's ranunculously nice. Ah, Tracy, you kill me. See that? I love that kind of a look. It's fun. So I'll do this over here. Still don't like the name of the set, however. Let's pretend we're all traveling, and that's our passport stamp, okay? There we go. It's 8:03. So, you guys, have I mentioned? Message me or email me or click on the link to my newsletter that you want in on the magnet board class. And or if you want in on, oops, see, I flipped it too soon, on the desk calendar class. $40 for this class, $40 for the other class, unless you're long distance, in which case then you have to pay a whole bunch more because of taxes and shipping. You have until tomorrow night, midnight, to post your submission for the Mystery Card Monday draw. I'm doing 2 draws. Each is going to be a 6x12 half pack of the Sweet Talk paper, which is on low inventory right now, you guys. So if that's something you wanted to order to get that ordered up, but submit that. I have a class this Thursday for my tulip class. I think is this Friday. I think, yeah, the 11th. Sure, I think it's a tulip class, some sort of class that's too late to order. And I think this Friday is my team meeting. So the next Friday is the tulip class. Whew, all right, thank you. Oh, hi Jenna, didn't see you sneak in there. Perfect. That's it. I'm going to sign off and go hang out with my family and possibly Candy Crush until midnight. But please let me know. Tomorrow the price of that magnet board goes up by $6.50 some. Yeah, it's a social this weekend, Donna. Yeah. Team event, yes, I will see a lot of you there. It's going to be great. Dale is coming. Dale's going to be in the house. So it's going to be a great event. Have a good night. I will see some of you on Friday. The rest of you will see for Mystery Card Monday. Have a great week, you guys.